Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carrie. Men have all given up on dating, except they haven't. My coaching client list is longer than ever, and all my matchmaker friends are like busy, busy, busy. Women are crazy, entitled, delusional, except they're not. These sweeping generalizations get thrown around so casually these days, especially by online dating coaches and viral social media clips. And while they might make for great clickbait, they aren't doing anyone any favors when it comes to dating success. Today, I want to push back on this negativity that seems to dominate dating conversations and give you some facts and a better way to approach these topics. It's time to move away from blanket statements and cynicism and get back to the real stuff, the stuff that'll help you find your person. That's it all interesting. I hope you'll stick around because that's what's on the agenda. Let's stop with the generalizations already. It's tempting to lump everyone together when you're frustrated with dating. I get it. You go on a couple of bad dates and suddenly it's all men just want hookups or all women care about is status. But here's the thing. Generalizing is a trap. It stops you from seeing people as individuals and shuts down your ability to stay open-minded and curious. The moment you start buying into these narratives, you close yourself off from all the possibilities. If you believe all men or women are a certain way, guess what? You're going to approach dating with your guard up, ready to be proven right. And that mindset can kill a connection before it even starts. What can you do instead? Challenge your own assumptions. Next time you catch yourself saying, men are this or women are all that, stop and ask yourself, is this true for everyone I've met? Answer is probably not. When you approach dating with curiosity instead of cynicism, and you're not just looking for evidence that supports your biases, you can start looking for what makes each person unique. So here's one of the myths. There's a growing narrative that men are opting out of dating. You hear that men are disillusioned, they're fed up with modern women's expectations, and they're just bowing out of the dating game entirely, going their own way, as it were. But is this actually true? Yeah, some men feel this way. They've even joined groups so that they can commiserate about the situation that they find themselves in. We hear a lot about women being too picky, too entitled, or too delusional in their expectations. You've probably seen posts where men complain that women are holding out for the perfect guy. They have a name for him. And sure, some people may have unrealistic expectations, but the narrative ignores a lot of the context. Women aren't just looking for perfection. I mean, some are. But most are seeking a partner who respects them, shares common goals, and brings actual value to their lives, the life they'll have together. High expectations actually reflect the healthy boundaries that women have set for themselves. And that's really kind of something we should all be doing. I'm here to tell you that plenty of men are still out there dating, actively dating, and trying to find meaningful connections. Actually finding them. In 2023, 2,053,444 people got married. A few of those people were probably men. The truth is, men. Thanks for allowing me to take a quick moment here. I want to talk about something important and hopefully offer some help. As women, our bodies change over time due to things like aging, menopause, or even childbirth. All these changes can affect our sexual health. That's where our partner, Taboo, comes in. They've partnered with gynecologists, urologists, and pelvic floor specialists to create products that address these common issues like dryness, low libido, fear of sneezing, and even discomfort. Their Golden Hour kit makes sexual health a natural part of our self-care because looking after ourselves doesn't stop with skincare or fitness. What makes Taboo different? Well, these aren't just toys. They're beautifully designed tools backed by experts to help us stay connected to our bodies and maintain a healthy, vibrant sex life at any age. And here's something special just for you. You can get 10% off with the code CARRY10 at checkout. Just click the link in my description box below because, well, let's be honest, when it comes to intimacy, It's often a case of use it or lose it. The truth is, men who feel like the dating world is rigged against them, they've often internalized some of the toxic narratives that have become popular in, let's just say, certain online communities. They think that the odds are stacked against them when in reality, the biggest barrier is their own mindset. Men who are succeeding in the dating world have let go of those defeatist beliefs. They're willing to put themselves out there, adapt to social change and norms, and put in the effort to meet people who align with their values. And on the flip side, there's this narrative out there that women are walking away from dating because men's expectations are off the charts. Guys want to date a supermodel who also bakes sourdough bread and can quote The Godfather on cue. Some women are just thinking, no thanks, and checking out altogether. Yeah, some men might be influenced by unrealistic ideals. Thank you so much, social media and porn. But here's the reality. Not every guy out there is searching for some unattainable fantasy. More men, many, are looking for a connection, someone who gets them, who shares their interests and will actually appreciate them for who they are. Ladies, if you're feeling like men's expectations are leaving you out in the cold, consider communicating what you want in a relationship up front. And don't assume that every guy is part of the problem. Let go of the idea that you'll never find someone who values you for you. They do exist, but you gotta stay in the game to find them. And then there is a growing sense of entitlement that really is an issue. And it isn't just a woman's issue. Here it is. Guys, if you get caught up in this mindset, it's time to take a step back. Relationships aren't about scoring a partner who meets a list of requirements. Relationships are about sharing a connection, sharing values, and chemistry. Social media plays a huge role in fueling these thought traps. It's easy to fall prey when you're constantly scrolling through perfectly crafted and curated snapshots of other people's relationships, unfiltered selfies, they're showing off their perfect lives. Social media can make you feel like you're not enough or that everyone else has it better than you do. But here's the thing. What we see on social media, we know this. We know it isn't the truth. We know we're not seeing people's real struggles or the compromises they make or imperfections, all of those that come with a relationship and a life. And I think it's great that more and more people are starting to push back against this perfectionism, showcasing like real, messy aspects of relationships in their lives. I'm making a really huge push for my people to meet in real life, as you probably have noticed. Dating apps are great, but if you spend all of your time swiping and you never actually meet up, it's easy to feel disconnected. So make a point to meet people in real life whenever possible, face to face. That kind of interaction helps you see the real person and not the curated profile that might be their dating app. Okay, guys, it's time for a little tough love from me. Not all of you, but you know who you are. You'll recognize yourself, I'm sure. I know it's easier to point the finger than to look in the mirror, but let me tell you a secret. What women actually respect and want in a partner is a man who owns his own stuff, a man who doesn't make excuses for his circumstances. Whether it's a rough past, a bad breakup, feeling like you're not where you want to be in life, none of those are an excuse to stay stuck. I had a client, we'll call him John, who kept blaming his lack of dating and the fact that he actually never had a relationship on the fact that women just want hot guys with money. After a few sessions, we got real. We had to. I can't let somebody go on like that without pointing out some reality here. It's not who I am. You know me. And when you're working with me, the common sense comes along as part of the package. So after a few sessions, we got real. The issue wasn't women. Surprise, surprise. It wasn't John's looks. It was that John wasn't showing up as his best self. Once he took ownership of his situation and stopped making excuses and spent some time working on himself, his dating life turned around. John learned that confidence isn't about, having it all. It's about taking responsibility for your choices, not feeling sorry for yourself, And I know that doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't for any of the clients I work with. It's work, but it's worthwhile work. Ladies, I've got something for you too. Sometimes what you think you want and what you're actually looking for don't line up. I've had female clients who said they were looking for a kind, supportive partner. But when we dug deeper, they were turning down really great guys and great matches because they didn't fit an ideal that they'd built up in their heads. So this is true for some people to some extent. One of my clients insisted that her dream guy had to be tall, fit, all the things that guys imagine women say they want in a fella. But I wasn't going to let her sabotage like that as her matchmaker. We worked together for some time also, and after she spent some time with someone outside that type, a man who didn't match her ideal in what was in her head, but was kind of funny and emotionally available, she realized that what she really wanted and what really mattered in a relationship is not what she had thought. Sometimes what we say we want isn't what we actually need. Here's the bottom line. The dating world is constantly changing. And yeah, it can be really frustrating at times, but you're not doomed to failure because of a handful of negative experiences or what you've heard about the other gender online. Don't buy into the pessimism. Remember that every person is different and every connection is unique. And with the right mindset, you can approach dating with hope and optimism instead, without getting lost in the noise. And gosh, the noise, it's just so darn loud sometimes, it's hard to avoid. So whether it's personal accountability or rethinking what's really and truly important to you, the key to dating success is getting real with yourself first. So if you found that helpful, you should check out this episode, which is really about the nuts and bolts of what you do need in a fantastic partner. It's a real life version of what you should be looking for. Me crying in the whole bit. If you could please give my mom the thumbs up she's asking for and subscribe on your way out, I'd appreciate that. I'll look forward to seeing you back here again soon. And until next time, have a good one.